What's up, everybody? I am DevXp, your coach of the Emerald City Extreme Speed, and we are in week 2 of LGA. This week we are facing off against the Down Under Krookodiles. Let's have a look at the teams. I'm on the left, they are on the right. Yeah, they have a good amount of speed on their team with Cinderace as well as Cobalion, Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks is a Tera captain as well as Hoopa Unbound, which is really terrifying, and Malamar as well. They've got My Goat, Dragonite. Zapdos is a really annoying defensive mon. Got a couple of potential status spreaders there with the Zapdos and Static as well as Toxic Chain on Pheasantipity. Lots of pivot, some good breaking power there. Annihilate, which is always terrifying to play against if you're not careful. So yeah, let's have a look at what we're going to try and do to counter this team this week. First up, we are bringing our Gouging Fire with a Shucca Berry. Reason for that is because Sandy Shocks is a threat. We're planning to bring Sun, again, spoiler alert. We're going to be bringing our Guizing. I don't want to talk about Guizing too much yet, but Guizing's Misty Surge is going to protect us from dragon moves, so that having a Shucca Berry will make it so that pretty much nothing is hitting us super effectively on his team, at least while Train is up. We have Dragon Dance. Heat Crash is our main stab that we want to abuse. We have Flare Blitz because a couple of his mon are a little bit too heavy to be hit hard by by Heat Crash. And we have Scale Shot specifically for the Dragonite. I'm going to kind of gamble a little bit on how many times it'll be able to hit him. Noticing with the Train as well, Train does not have its effect on flying type mons or on mons that are levitating. So Dragonite will not receive protection from Dragon type moves. So we can hit him with Scale Shot even with our Train up, even though we are being protected from Dragon moves with Misty Train. Next up, we have our Tera ZARUDE. Again, spoiling that we're bringing Guizing. We have a Misty Seed. Misty Seed is going to give us a +1 to our special defense. We obviously have a bulky setup here. So with bulk up as well as our Misty Seed, this thing is just going to be super tanky, super hard to break. We have Synthesis to keep ourselves healthy. Tera Electric, we only have one weakness. Even so even we should be able to eat Earthquakes as well as even Earth Powers from the Sandy Shocks, unless he has choice specs on Sandy Shocks. That'll do over half to us. Otherwise, he's not doing more than half to us with a Sandy Shock Earth Power. And we can pretty much just live whatever we want and bulk up Trailblaze to slowly raise up our speed, and Terra Blast hits pretty much everything on his team for neutral damage other than the Sandy Shocks, which will be hit super effectively by Trailblaze. Next up, we have our Quaquaval. We have a Choice Scarf for Quaquaval again. I've got U-turn on that. I'm hoping that maybe we'll come into a situation where we can catch his Hoopa coming in on us with a U-turn. We should be able to have a chance to OHKO a Hoopa depending on its defensive investment, item, etc. This Hoopa is Tera, so that also is a factor as well. Yeah, we just want to be able to spam Wave Crash. Triple Axle will allow us to break through the multi-scale on Dragonite and OHKO that if all of our triple axles hit. And yeah, Aqua Step and Wave Crash are going to be our main abusable things once we are outside of the sun or before we get our sun set up. Next up, we have our Ursaluna. Another calm mindset this week. We have 2 normal type attacks. Normal is pretty good into his team. He doesn't have a whole lot of steel resist for us there that we have to worry about. Cobalion can hit us potentially, like an Iron Defense Cobalion would be annoying. We have a Chople Berry for that, so we can at least take a couple, 1 or 2 of those hits, like a Body Press, I'm thinking. Yeah, Calm Mind set up, stay alive with Moonlight, and do a lot of damage with Hyper Voice and Blood Moon. Next up, we have our Deoxys Defense. We are running a Colbur Berry on it this week. Reason for that is because Hoopa Unbound will absolutely murder us if we don't have it. I have Counter on there. Having Counter on Deoxys here will allow it to take a knockoff from Deoxys. I kind of figure if Hoopa does get into the matchup with Deoxys, it's going to want to hit knockoff because nothing wants to lose their item, and knockoff is a really safe move to abuse. Either he kills us if we stay in, or he knocks the item off something else. So I think he's going to use a dark type move on us if we're in that matchup. We will stay in if we're in that matchup and use Counter. Our Colbur Berry should allow us to live even a Choice Band knockoff in which case we should be able to kill it in return with the counter. Otherwise, we just want to stay alive and use this thing as a bulky pivot with teleport. Nightshade is doing good little chip damage on everything that he has, because we don't have to invest in our attacks in order to do that chip with that. So, pivot, stay alive, and hopefully surprise Hoopa Unbound with this thing. Last up, we've been talking about him since the beginning of the match. We have Old Smokey, our Guizing. We are again running a very similar set that we did last week. I really thought it was a good set that we had last week, but it just didn't really work out for us. We're giving it a try again. Old Smokey has Heat Rock. We have Memento. We have Sunny Day. We have Haze, just in case things kind of get out of control with a bulking up Annihilate or a Dragon Dancing, Dragonite, stuff like that. Mostly want to use this thing as a pivot, come in and get our Misty Surge up. Misty Surge, Misty Train is going to help us against not getting status by Pheasantipede Toxic Chain, as well as not getting status by pivoting into a Zapdos and worrying about its static. And then, yeah, we just want to get our train set up so that ZARUDE can abuse its Misty Seed, and Sunny Day up so that our Gouging Fire can abuse its powerful fire attacks. So that's who we're bringing, and let's get into this fight. Okay, everybody, we're getting into the fight here. I'm still waiting to hear what his Tera is. His captains are Hoopa and Sandy Shocks. We could start with Slay as kind of a fast pivot. We can also start and just get our terrain out with Old Smokey. Still waiting to hear. Okay, he's typing. We are Tera Electric on ZARUDE is our captain this week. Okay, Sandy is water and Hoopa is fighting. Yeah, let's just stick with this here and get our terrain out. Okay, he starts with Cinderace. Gotta imagine we just see a pivot here, most likely. Could go into Slay. So I think unless he Wisps, we'll probably be okay just going into Slay, and then we can pivot into whatever else we need. We can also go into Deoxys, but a U-turn is going to hurt versus Deoxys quite a bit. Let's go into Slay here. Hope maybe he goes for a U-turn or a Pyro Ball. He goes for the U-turn. He is Libero. Probably not a choice band. Okay. Okay, so it brings in Zapdos. We could hard switch here. We could also just go into our Deoxys as a slow pivot. I guess we could take the chip on him, it's just then he might know that we are scarfed. So let's go into Mr. Noodle here. The Misty Train does protect us from this for discharge. What does that tell us about him? So he's probably invested in his attack a little bit. He might actually be like a max attack. And we're just going to go for teleport here. He draws. Is this the Hoopa? It is. Okay. Tera fighting Hoopa. We could go Quack. He's going to have to Tera, I think, if we go Quack. We could pivot into Deoxys again. Could also come in with Hoopa. I'm sorry, with Rude Boy and start setting up. Actually gonna go Quack here. He could be Choice Scarf on this. We're also Choice Scarf. Wonder if he'll expect the U-turn and Tera here. Kind of think we just go for it anyways, and then go back into... Ooh, he didn't Tera. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That is amazing for us. That is excellent. So... Great. Okay, so Hoopa's gone. That's one Tera Captain down. He's got his Tera Water Sandy Shocks still. Okay, and who do we come in with now? We could just come in with Rude Boy. Let's bring in Rude Boy. Okay, we get our special defense boost. Who do we have here? We have Cobalion. Okay. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and Tera and do a bulk up. Let's do that. Tera, or do we go for a Trailblaze? Because I think we're going to be slower than him right now. I guess it depends on his investment. Let's go bulk up. We're running out of time here. See what he does. Could just be doing like a Volt Switch pivot on us here. He goes Aura Sphere. Okay. So special. Okay, so that did 26% to us. Let's see here. If he's modest, does he do that much? He's a damage boosting item. Oh yeah, and we have a Spadef boost too. So I think he's Specs. I think he has. That's like a high roll Specs right there. I'm gonna go for a Trailblaze because I think maybe he switches out here. Okay, he switches out. Who do we see? Okay, see the Zapdos. Oh, okay. It's got a Mirror Herb. Interesting. I still don't think he can do a ton to us. Let's go for another bulk up here, I think, because I think we can tank whatever it's going to do to us next. A Rain Dance, okay. Interesting. Okay, so a Rain Dance Weather Ball is doing about 25 to us. Should we just go ahead and heal here? We're only healing 25%, I guess, with our Tera Blast. Maybe I do one more Trailblaze, and then I can heal up on the next turn if I want to. And then this should make us faster than him. Okay, how much does this do? Not a lot. We can take another one of those. I think a Tera Blast can kill him here too. I think I'm gonna try and do a Synthesis and get a little bit of health back here. Yeah, let's do that. Just another Weather Ball. Are we staying even there? I guess I wasn't looking close enough, so that's at 212. We can at least stall out the rain turns here. So we're at 212. Let's see how much this does. He goes for a hurricane. And we get confused. Okay, that's what we get. That's what we get. Now we go for the Tera Blast and just hope that we don't get haxed here. Okay, at least get the Tera Blast off. We are still confused and vulnerable for whatever is coming in next. We expect we see Sandy Shocks in next. Okay, we see the Annihilate. It's not going to do much to us without setup, unless he's got like Final Gambit on it, which he might. I think we're going to go ahead and hope that we can heal up here. Hopefully this confusion doesn't last too long. Okay, we break through it, thankfully. See what he does. Goes for Rage Fist. Not doing much to us. If he's a standard like bulk up set, we're not going to kill him yet. I think we go for one more bulk up, or do we need two more in order to kill him? Okay, we hurt ourselves in confusion. He goes for his own bulk up. Okay. Okay, so that being the case, do we start attacking him now instead? Don't want him to get too bulked up on us. We're not 2KOing him now anymore though. Let's go for our own bulk up. We can just have a kind of a bulk up fest, I guess. So that's going to put me at +3. He's a +2. Gotta think about what do we do after this? I don't have a lot of special attackers. I think I actually need to start attacking him here. Let's just go for the Tera Blast. Substitute. Interesting. Okay. We're just going to keep blasting. Hopefully Rage Fist doesn't get too out of control. I actually don't know if we hit a sub, does it charge his Rage Fist? Let's see what he does. Rage Fist here. Does he have Rest? He's got Drain Punch. Okay. I don't love that. Let's go for the Tera Blast again. This Rage Fist gonna kill us. Oh, so close. Okay, let's go Trailblaze, just in case he's got Scarf on something. I think that this should be enough to kill. Okay, we at least get Annihilate killed. Almost took us out there. We're at +3 speed now, if I'm remembering correctly. Seeing if he's Scarf, we're still faster than him. His Scarf, he's doing 40% to us. Trailblaze should kill him. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually synthesis here. Okay. If he specs, then that's bad news for us. But let's see what he does. He goes Earth Power. We do survive it. Okay. You know what? Let's just go for the Trailblaze. I don't want to get in a situation where I get crit trying to slowly recover. Okay, good. So we're able to kill Sandy Shocks. We're +4 speed. should be faster than anything. Cobalion can survive, I think, whatever we do here. So we need to go for a synthesis. Yeah, Tera Blast is doing like half to Cobalion. He goes for the Aura Sphere. Perfect. We can heal that off one more time and then attack. We're running out of synthesises here. Probably survive another one of those, so we can go ahead and do a Tera Blast here. Excellent, that should be a 2 KO. I think I'm going to, not to prolong this, but he could have Sucker Punch on the rabbit, so I'm going to synthesis one more time. Ooh, he gets the crit. That's why we got to be careful playing those games. Let's just finish him off with the Tera Blast here. Okay, Cobalion goes down. I think he's just got the Cinderace left. We're going to be faster than Cinderace. Sucker Punch, like if it crits us, maybe kills. Otherwise, we should be able to kill him here. So let's just go for the Tera Blast. Doesn't have Sucker Punch. I think this will kill unless he's like Sash. Okay, let's go Tera ZARUDE. That works really well, obviously. A little bit better than I expected, so good games to Rolder. We are now 1-1 on the season, and yeah, feels great to get a 6-0. That'll help out a lot with our differential after the loss last week. We'll see you guys in week 3.